In today's video, we're talking about Splatoon 3, when it could release, what console will be on, and what the game will look like, and much more. Also, only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are subscribed. That's right, it's 1.5%. So if you end up liking the video, consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Enjoy. May 29th, 2015, Splatoon is released on the Wii U. 2 years later, in July of 2017, Splatoon 2 is released on the Nintendo Switch. Just 1 year after, the DLC for Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion is released in June of 2018. 1 year later, people are wondering if Nintendo will stick to the release pattern and drop Splatoon 3 in the summer of 2019. Nogami was eventually approached by the media and fans. He responded saying, quote, "There's still no plans for Splatoon 3. He also said to be working on a new Animal Crossing game, which we know how that went. Although Animal Crossing was released and patched thoroughly, I'm looking at you Duke glitches, it's still getting minor holiday updates. Nintendo has also been working on Mario 3rd anniversary this year, and next year Legend of Zelda 35th anniversary. Which brings us back to Splatoon 3 and our question of will Splatoon 3 be released, and if so, will it be on a next-gen console? Many people think Splatoon 3 will be released at a certain time interval, or on a certain summer, which is okay, but people also think that it'll be released on the Switch, and I'm here to say that that is not okay. Splatoon 3 will probably not be on the Switch. Many Nintendo multiplayer games are released on a console after the one it was released on. Take Mario Kart, for example. Every new Mario Kart was released on a different system. Mario Kart Wii, obviously it's on the Wii. Mario Kart 7, the 3DS. Mario Kart 8, the Wii U. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the Switch. Obviously, there is some backwards compatibility with some of the games, and Mario Kart Live is on the Switch, but that's kind of different, and new generation, and some of them are spin-offs. Nintendo said the lifespan of Nintendo Switch was 6 to 7 years. I don't know if that's counting the Switch Lite or not, but I'm just assuming from March of 2017 to around 24 or 2030, which is only a few years away. Right now, we're in the supposed 4th year of the Switch's lifespan. Regular old consoles are not just dumped right away for any old console. We can probably expect the next-gen Nintendo console will be likely in the next 2 or 3 years. Nintendo has also asked their developers to start working on, quote, 4K, which begs the question, what will the next Switch look like? And as many people, and myself included, have said, that Nintendo and the Switch pretty much peaked in their mobile gaming design. Obviously, Microsoft and Sony don't really get into the handheld like the Switch does, but the Switch has got pretty good, other than the 720p, which is kind of a cheese. Other than display qualities, battery, and cost, what design improvements can be made? Nintendo does do different things to each one of its consoles, so then what's next? Okay, so now back to Splatoon 2. Still being supported, unlike the first game, which was dropped fairly quickly after the Splatfest. The second game, and Nintendo said they would still be putting out Splatfest and patch notes, and they are doing that. They're delivering. Side note real quick here, if Nintendo keeps putting out Splatoon games, like when does it end, you know? Like, would it be similar to Mario Party and Mario Kart, like I said earlier, when Mario Party started, it was on the N64, and the first one was just Mario Party, and it increased in number from Mario Party 1 until Mario Party 9. A streak was obviously broken on the Switch after they released Super Mario Party. Obviously, Super Mario Party sounds better than Mario Party 11. That's kind of cheap. I was working on the title on these for some of the franchises, and I just do not remember some of these getting released. But I hear you saying, Waffles, all of the things that you said about Mario Party and Mario Kart have nothing to do with Splatoon, right? Wrong. Nintendo has made conscious decisions on where to take their games. Like, they're not just throwing stuff around willy-nilly, you know? They got a plan. They are the man with a plan. And they're just not going to stop making game because there's nothing else to do with it in the middle of the game because they have no more ideas. I mean, a bunch of people have come up with ideas. You can check out that Splatoon 3 other video I made. Link in top left, top right corner of the screen, maybe down in the description to do. And especially because Splatoon and Splatoon 2 made around $973 million. Holy crud. And even if 12% of that 11.13 million Splatoon players bought the Octo expansion, then in total, Nintendo have made probably over $1 billion just on Splatoon alone. So why not keep it alive? It would just be a stupid idea, and they could make a whole bunch more money. And obviously, you can just see it in trends that the more stuff they come out with, the more people buy it and the more money they make. I do have some ideas for Splatoon 3 though. First, split screen has been a long-wanted aspect of Splatoon. And the first game was just local multiplayer battling style, 1v1. One player would play with the Wii U gamepad, and the other on the TV. I did actually play the local play, and it was not the most creative thing, I'll say that. But in Splatoon 2, they got rid of any hints of that split-screen local play and replaced it with a local play that requires more than one switch, just like Mario Kart Live. Thank you, Nintendo. I love shelling out all of my money. So proper online local multiplayer is due. New weapons should be added. Nintendo seems to be sticking to 3 variants per weapon. Possible new subs and specials could be added, but adding a sub or special in the middle of the game's launch creates unbalanced weapons like the Kansas Spider Shot Pro, and even just specials and subs across the board. A better rotation system should exist that would allow people to at least vote or change maps in a certain mode would be pretty nice. Obviously, I understand modes will be certain time slots, because if there was a choice for most people, they'd probably pick Splat Zones, or although if 2 modes were running during the same rotation, that would be pretty good. Maybe 3 maps and the lobbies could pick. Last, the story mode would most likely be a result of the last Splatfest Chaos vs. Order, with Chaos winning, obviously, making a decent story possible, which actually has a lot more potential than the first game, I thought, because the first game was just the Splatfest between the 2 Squid sisters. This one actually has some possible lore, and all we know, Nintendo was just like, hey, let's just pick this Splatfest because it gives us a thing for Splatoon 3. Or they actually won. I don't know, but you can just tell me. I actually don't know if either one won or not. So what do you guys think? Tell me, what do you think about Splatoon 3 down below. Is it coming? When is it coming? Was it going to be on the next new spicy console? Is it going to be on the Switch? I don't think it is, but maybe it is. I don't know. Switch Pro, maybe, guys. So Switch Pro would be good, a good addition. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all somewhere else in the future. Peace. For Splat Zones, you can kind of do a lot of stuff with this. All depends on the map a lot of the time, but you can sit on point. You can like just kind of go in and maybe flank some gamers if they're on the zone. You can push up pretty hard with some other weapons. It kind of depends. That's pretty open. Quick turfing power is good, because then like if a lot of people are dead, like you want